Okay, you guys, we have the live broadcast going tonight. We are also about to start the recording. I'm just watching my time, waiting on it to click on over to 9 o'clock. And we're going to get started. Super excited to have y'all here with us tonight. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get the recording. All right, good evening and welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm National Sales Director Holly Lowe. I'm super excited to have y'all here with us. It's going to be a great night. I hope you enjoy tonight. And I just want to say welcome to week 5 of our video chat. You guys, it's hard to still look cute by 9 o'clock at night. Oh my gosh, I cannot stand seeing myself on this video. Oh my goodness. My son is like, Mommy, why are you getting ready before bed? I was like, I got to put some powder on my face or something, son. He said, do you have to look good on your video tonight? I said, yes. So it was so funny. But anyway, I just wanted to welcome y'all. Congratulations. You have weathered the storm. You have overcome your fears. You have faced your frustrations. You have pressed on. And wow, you have completed 1 month, 4 weeks of Pacesetters and homework done. Now, we've had lots bail on us, ladies, right? So what I know I have left are the highest motivated ladies in our area, the ones who are hungry and willing to fight for change. This week is about creating change and fighting through your fears, setting new goals for the month, and making monumental mental shifts in your mind to make your changes a reality for your life, your business, your family, your future. Okay, so we're going to continue every week. It's going to increase, and then it's going to increase, and then it's going to increase until you're getting to the place where you're consistently doing what leaders do in our company. You guys are on a call for leaders. You know, this call was really designed for consultants to earn free cars in Mary Kay. So I know I have women on here who want something more. They want something different, and they're willing to fight to have that. You've stretched your discipline muscles some, right? I mean, y'all could do those push-ups today, right? We could do some Mary Kay push-ups today if we had to, right? Because you've fought through that. You've made phone calls. You've gotten warm chatter leads. You've gotten names and phone numbers back this week. And y'all are pushing through a lot of those fears. You're really stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone, right? And so y'all are ready. Okay, so we've allowed faces to count thus far. Okay, before I keep and kind of talk through tonight and do some training and stuff with you guys, I wanted to let y'all know that homework will now be due on Monday before the call. So some of you don't work on Sundays or whatever, so you're going to have an opportunity by Monday night before the call starts. So by 9 o'clock, time stamped 9 Eastern, your homework is due. Okay, so just before the call starts, you can get your homework in tonight on Monday nights. Okay. All right. So we've allowed faces to count thus far, which is great. And we've really tracked everything by faces because I needed y'all to start with some baby steps. I needed you to do a facial and stretch that muscle again, like I was talking about. But by the end of Pacesetters, okay, are y'all ready for this? I want to set y'all up tonight so you know what's expected for you for the next month. Okay. All right. So we've allowed faces to count thus far, but by the end of Pacesetters, 10 party months. Oh my gosh, can y'all imagine holding 10 parties in a month? Can you imagine what that's going to feel like, what that's going to look like, how your wallet is going to be, and what your checkbook's going to look like when you're holding 10 parties a month? Okay, so 10 parties a month will be a must, but I wanted to go ahead and be preparing you for what this is going to look like. Your best bet is to work daily on lead generation, daily. Whether it's warm chatter, whether you're getting leads through booths, whether you're getting leads through referrals. I am a warm chatter advocate. I think that getting leads out and about is huge because you connect with people that you otherwise would not have the opportunity to connect with. So you decide, hey, she's cute. I like her style. I want to work with her. And you can go get her name. But however you want to get your leads is fine with me. But just understand that this daily lead generation is going to be critical to you being able to hold 10 parties a month by the end of March. Okay, so if you're going to hang on, you guys, and you're going to be working this the way it's designed to work, then you're going to have to be getting lots of leads. Now, the goal, okay, is to have 100 leads on your desk at all times. Okay, and I'm going to add that to your to your assignments for the end of week 10, that y'all got to have 100 leads. And the reason that you need 100 leads is because it gives you this abundance mentality, if you will, okay? So when you're sitting in your office and you're frustrated, if you have a stack of 100 people to call, the frustration gap lowers. Okay, so here's the deal. I've trained on this a lot before, and I actually learned it from Dr. Nathan Baxter, who trains national sales directors, okay? So he talks about the frustration gap, and it kind of looks like this. I'll just give y'all an example. This is where you are, the line. This is where you want to be. Now, how big of a difference there is in where you are and where you want to be, the line in between here and here is how frustrated you are. So if you find yourself being frustrated, it's because you're not where you want to be in your business. So some of you, it's the last day of the month. Okay, you didn't finish the month where you necessarily wanted to. Some of you are elated with your month-end results. Some of you completely frustrated. So everybody is at a different place. But here is what I understand. Frustration is frustration. Stuck is stuck. So whether you're stuck a lot or stuck a little, stuck is stuck. Whether you're stuck at 500,000 or $1 million, or whether you're stuck as a senior consultant and you cannot get that third active recruit on your team, stuck is stuck. So you got to figure out how to get unstuck, okay? So here's the deal. Go back to your frustration gap. Option 1, you can raise your reality, and that lowers your frustration, right? If I decrease this gap a little bit, then I'm not as frustrated. But if where I am and where I want to go is really far away, that level of frustration is really, really high, okay? So if I increase where I am, it lowers my frustration. Or if I lower my expectations and what I want and where I want to be, it lowers my frustration. So you guys, y'all got two choices. You can set big goals for March, or quite frankly, you can set small goals for March. It is up to you and how hard you're willing to work to get where you want to go. I cannot believe March is already here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so daily lead generation, daily bookings, and daily interviews. Now, last week, y'all had to share the facts with 7 women. So I hope that y'all did an interview every single day. Some of y'all probably did 5 at one appointment, and that's great. That is maximizing your time. That is maximizing, it's maximizing your time. It's maximizing your efficiency. It's maximizing all of those pieces, okay? I just need y'all to see my little inner circle area right there. Yay, isn't that fun? And then all my dream, believe, do, repeat. And that's all my junk board. That right there, actually, right there is my land that I want to buy. And so is that. So you got to put it up, right? Okay, so sorry, got a little distracted. Squirrel! Okay, here we go. My nose is running. Imagine that. It's Monday night and my nose is running. Do you guys know that spring is coming? I'm so excited for spring to get here, and this cold, yucky to go away already. Okay, so, all right, now if we step back for just a minute and look at what you've been doing consistently, we're going to recap a little bit. So week 1, I made y'all do an attack list. You had to go through your Start Something Beautiful magazine. And the reason I wanted you to peruse through that magazine was to show you that our new consultants have all the tools, the booking scripts, the bubble sheets, all the stuff that they need to be successful. It's right there in the catalog for them, okay? You had to decide your hostess program, print a recruiting notebook, and make some packets. Pretty simple, right? It was just kind of a to-do list. You didn't even have to do people. Week 2, you had to actually go through your recruiting notebook with 3 people. What? I made y'all just jump in, right? You had to find a bubble sheet and Start Something Beautiful, which I found out later that the new ones don't have the sheet. So y'all had to get it off my website. That's fine. You had to make your envelope for your underwear drawer and put your hand on your head and say, what? I can do hard things. Yes. All right, that was week 2. So y'all can remember, if I flash back to week 2, some of you remember the success and the frustrations that you had in week 2. And then came week 3. You had to do 5 women. You had to put your hand on your head and say, I'm willing to work hard to create change. Your envelope was made. Then you had to get $100 in your envelope. Oh my gosh, I was working y'all over, right? Then you had to do at least 3 faces and get 3 warm chatter leads. Okay, and then week 4. Last week, you had to do 7 women. So those of you who completed through week 4, you did 15 interviews last month. 15 interviews. And I didn't even make y'all start really interviewing until weeks 3 and 4. You did 3 in week 2. But weeks 3 and 4, you really had to get out there and do your interviews, right? You had to get some faces done. You had to do 6 faces last week. And those of you that are on the call tonight, you're ready for what's next. Just remember, if you haven't been doing the homework and you're still calling in, you guys, take a step back, hop off the call, go back to the weeks that you missed, catch up on the homework, go back and do what you were supposed to do, and then get on and be inspired. Because guess what? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. What you will hear from me is very different than somebody who's actually gone through and done the work and gotten the pushback, and they've pushed again, and they've gotten the pushback from their friends and family saying, I don't want to hold a Mary Kay party, and they've gotten that pushback, and they pushed. And they kept going when it was hard and kept going when it was frustrating. And they kept pushing on, okay? So I want y'all to make sure that if you're listening to these calls live, that you are caught up and you are doing the work. Don't just hop on because you want to be inspired and excited. Hop on because you deserve to be here and you've done the pieces to get on the call, okay? If you haven't done the homework, leave the Voxer group. Go on the top right-hand side where the little setting is and leave the Voxer group so that those who are on the Voxer group are the ones who have completed the homework. Tracy and I are getting through those emails. There's about 150 emails in there every time we check. It's nutso, okay? And Tracy's been off for almost 2 weeks. So y'all just got to hang with us. We are trying to stay caught up on all of that, but it's a lot of volume to really get through and stay on top of. So if you don't get a response or whatever, don't panic. Don't be nervous or frustrated or whatever. We are trying to get through all of those, so be patient, please, with that. Okay, so here we go about tonight. Okay, so I want y'all to see really quickly. Hang on, it just kicked me off my screen here. There we go. All right, so I want y'all to see tonight. Here's the deal. All right, I'm going to show y'all a picture real quick. All right, so I think it's reversed. Is that reversed? Oh, maybe it worked. I don't know. Anyway, what happened? Okay. All right, so when you set a goal, you risk disappointment. Stacy James says when you don't set a goal, you guarantee it. So those of y'all who are sitting here trying to decide what you want for this month, here's the deal. When you set a goal, you risk disappointment. True, right? When you don't set a goal, you guarantee disappointment. So you guys, here's the deal in Mary Kay. Y'all got to decide what you want in this business. You got to be willing to set a goal, and you got to be willing to fight for it. So that was the first piece, and we've talked about these goals and what y'all are wanting in your business, but you have to decide. You've got to, number one, homework piece for tonight is set your March profit goal. What do you want for the month of March? Make your envelope, put your picture on it with what you want to be buying with your envelope, set the amount, and then keep the equation problem going as you take money out. For example, you want to have $1,000 by the end of the month because you want to whisk your husband away for a long weekend somewhere in Florida at an all-inclusive resort, okay? 2 nights, you could totally do that for 2 nights in an all-inclusive something or other. Okay, so $1,000. You want to take your kids somewhere for spring break in April, $1,000 bucks. Okay, that'll pay for the trip. Now, every time you put $1 in that envelope, you do a subtraction problem. So $1,000 minus had a party. Here's my 100 profit cash. Put it in the envelope. And at the end of the month, I want you to take a picture with you with your money and the picture of what you're doing with the money. You guys, this is how you're going to recruit people on social media. Not saying, hey, I need 5 more faces to win my car in Mary Kay. People don't get that. They don't know what that means. But they are motivated by when they see money paying for something that they understand. You guys, they understand taking your kids on a vacation paid for by Mary Kay. They get what that means. They get what that looks like. Okay. All right, I had another picture tonight that I was dying to share with y'all, and I got to find it because it was from Jennifer Walls today. Oh, I don't see it in my email. Okay, but anyway, it was a truck, and on the back of the truck, the dude had a sticker that said, this truck was paid for by my wife's Mary Kay business. Now, seriously, do you think he has trouble recruiting her friends and wives of his friends when he says, hey, your wife bought you that truck with Mary Kay? Yeah, well, my wife needs to do that. I'll tell her tonight. You think she's going to get pushed back? No. You think her husband's going to say, well, that's a stupid idea. Really? Because he's driving a new truck because of her Mary Kay business. Now, here's the next part. So this Pacesetters, I've gotten y'all out of your comfort zone, right? I've encouraged you to do things that you haven't done before. Okay, so this week you got to do 8 interviews. 8 interviews. 8 interviews. 8 interviews a week for March will set you up for 30 a month, okay? When you hold 30 a month, that will give you 6 recruits, just like what I did. You guys, I had 6 recruits and over 8,000 wholesale in March. 14 years ago. Yes, 14 years ago. When I left Career Conference, that month of March, that's when I did 8,000 wholesale. I attended Career Conference, was like blown away, so stinking excited. Okay, that first month that I started working in April, but this is y'all's first full month for some of you holding parties and weekly appointments. So my first full month really cranking it out, guess what? 5,000 wholesale and 6 new recruits. So when you are doing 30 interviews a month, you're going to ask everybody at every party to listen. If you're holding 10 parties, you guys, in the month of March, 10 parties, my average is 6 people per party. That's 60 women at your party. When you ask 60 people to listen, guess how many will say yes? Half will say yes. When half say yes and you do 30 interviews, 1 out of 5 will recruit. That's 6 new agreements on your team. Can March be the month that everything changes for you? Yes, it can. So 8 interviews this week to get you on track for this goal for the month. Now, here's the other piece of this. All of you are now required, whatever you send to me, you must copy to your sales director. Okay? Some of you are not communicating with your sales director. And the deal is that she's your leader. I'm not your leader and mentor for some of you. For some of you, I am. I'm doing this call as a way to get you through, to train you and to teach you on what to do and how to do it. But guess what? She is your coach. She's your mentor. She's the one that's going to guide you through the little questions that you have. Ask your sales director. That's her job, is to help guide you through getting what you want out of this business. You guys, one thing that I realize about directors and Mary Kay is they stay unstuck. And here's what happens, directors that are on this Pacesetters call tonight. You recruit some new people because you're holding parties and you're so excited, right? So you recruit these new people. Well, then you're so busy helping the new people get started that you quit adding new people to your team. And then when those people fizzle, your unit gets flat, you get stuck, you get frustrated, and then you kind of get, a little discouraged, and then you get kind of recommitted, and then you get re-excited, and then you re-recruit a new gold medal, and you get 5 people. So if you will continue to recruit while you continue to hold your own personal appointments and take your new unit members with you, that is how you earn a Cadillac. You got to keep both balls in the air, okay? Consultants, same for you. Your job is not to go out and train and teach and do all of this stuff with your new recruits. They simply go with you to your parties. They help you. They become your personal assistant at your parties. They help pack the orders. You write the sales tickets. You get the bookings. She cleans up the table. That's how you train your new recruits. She adds up the sales tickets at the end. You earn and she learns. You guys, we have got to be smart and remember that Mary Kay Ash taught us to do this like this. Okay, we are getting so sidetracked and so sideways on all this. If we, as recruiters, are continuing to hold parties, guess what? The people that we recruit will continue to hold parties. Here's the deal. Page number 2 that we're going to be looking at tonight. All right, let's see if y'all can even see these tonight. I don't know if you can. All right, so I want you to see this next. While you're still waiting to find an easy way or a perfect time, someone else is already getting results because they decided making progress is more important than making excuses. You guys, when I saw this on Facebook, I thought, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I was training on. This is exactly what I wanted y'all to see. I want you to understand that it's never going to be a perfect moment, a perfect day, or a perfect situation. Never. It's never going to be just right. Because you guys have to understand that you're either in a crisis, about to be in one, or you're just coming out of one, right? And you just have to decide if the thing that's stopping you is big enough to steal what you want. What's bigger, what you want or the obstacle in front of you? Because for me, when I did this 14 years ago for 13 weeks, what I wanted was way bigger than anything people said to me. Do y'all know that I have personally recruited 3 new recruits this month? I've been doing faces. I've been working through interviewing people. I've been working myself. And do y'all know that I got a text message the other day from one of my new recruits who said, if I would have known that you weren't going to help me, I wouldn't have signed up with you. And I thought, do you know how many people in America, in Mary Kay Cosmetics, would love to be a personal recruit of Holly Lowe's? Really, lady? Okay, that's fine. So you know what I said to her? You know that I could have said, do you have any idea who I am in the Mary Kay world? Because you know what? She doesn't care. So you know what I told her? I am so sorry that you feel like I've brushed you under the rug or pushed you aside, but I want you to know that I am here for you. Like I told you when we first started, I will answer any question. I will meet with you. I will sit down with you and go over anything you have questions about. I am here for you. I'm here to be your coach and your biggest cheerleader. Please let me know how I can help you. So you guys, we can't get defensive and frustrated and all of that stuff. And we can't let those people discourage us, because they will. They will discourage us because we allow them to. Here's the other piece I want you to see. Be careful how you're talking to yourself, because you are listening. Girls, when I got that text message, do you know what I could have said to myself, but what I chose not to say to myself? Right? Don't we do that? Someone sends us a message, someone cancels a party, someone says something discouraging, or the way that we're doing our business is incorrect. You know, one of my directors this week got a text from a girl, well, the way you said that wasn't really the way you should have said that. And I just thought, well, director, you've earned cars in this company. I think that one person's opinion doesn't get to be more valid than the way Mary Kay Ash taught us to work our business. You're doing what you should. Don't let the sideshows steal your joy. Here's the last thing I want to share with y'all tonight. And I know I've shared a lot of pictures, but I think these are very powerful. 3 ways to fail at everything in life. Complain about everything. How many of y'all have been around people who complain about everything? They blame others. 3 ways to fail: blame others for your problems. You guys, if you're stuck, it's because you've got to get more leads or you've got to get more bookings. If your appointments are not holding, it's because you didn't have enough booked. So stop blaming the situation, stop blaming the hostess or whoever else, and just get more booked earlier in the week. Y'all know from here forward, I've told you, I've been very upfront with you. I've been straight up and said, guess what? You're going to have to hold parties, okay? So if you're not going to hold parties, then guess what? You're going to be stuck and you're going to be out of Pacesetters, okay? So if you want to stay in Pacesetters, you've got to hold parties. You've got to get recruiting interviews held. You've got to get leads, okay? That's the way this is going to work. Okay, and last is to never be grateful. All right, so to add to this week's homework, you guys. All right, let me get through this with you, and we're almost done because I know we've got to wrap it up. Okay, it's kind of weird having a video on and trying to click through my computer because I feel like I'm looking all over the place while I'm trying to talk to y'all. It's kind of weird. Anyway, okay, so set your March profit goals, number 1. Number 2, you've got to hold 8 interviews, okay? Number 3. Is you have got to write a grateful list every single day. On the way to school, Toby and I shared the thing that we're grateful for every day. I want you to write it in your calendar. Just one thing. You can write 100 things, but you have to write at least one thing that you're grateful for every single day. What are you grateful for today? Okay, so you're grateful for list, all right? And then number 4 is you have to hold a party this week. Now, a party can be at least 3 people. preferably 6 or less. All right, so at least anywhere from 3 to 6. It has to be at least 3 dough to count as a party. You have to sell $100 for it to count as a party. Okay, so that's what a party is. So 3 people around a kitchen table, preferably. That's how Mary Kay designed it for us. If you do it at a studio or at a hotel or at a whatever, that's fine. We'll count it. Even if you don't sell $100, I will still count it for this week for you so you can get your mojo on. Get the guest list. Text the girls. Make sure they're coming. Confirm with them. Hey, don't forget, I'm so excited. I will see you Friday night at whatever time. I want to show y'all. I know you can't hear me very good when I turn the phone away like this, but I wanted to show y'all a picture of what I do on Pic Collage. It's for my invitations for parties, just so y'all can kind of get an idea of what I actually do for my hostesses. Okay, so let me turn this around so you can see. This is Jolie's kickoff party. All right, so I just put a picture of her. I put the address, RSVP, all that good stuff. Okay. All right. And the next thing I'm doing, this is a personal party that I have coming up. And it has my face and her face. I put the new Mary Kay at the top. It says, come enjoy the best selling skincare and color in the USA. Hostess name, when, what time, and to RSVP to me. Why do I have them RSVP to me? I guess I can touch it and make it bigger so y'all can actually see it. So I make all of these invitations on Pic Collage, okay? And we're going to do a tutorial one night when I have some extra time, or I may just do it as a side video for y'all to show you how to do these Pic Collage invitations, because I do everything on there. It's super easy. It takes 5 seconds. I just edit last time's invitation. You save it in your camera roll so it saves to your phone, and then you text it to her entire guest list. 2 weeks before to save the date, 1 week before to remind them, and then 2 days before the party to just say, hey, let me know for sure if I can save you a seat. So that's what I'm doing, you guys. So don't think that I'm asking y'all to do what I'm not doing. I'm in the field. I'm holding parties. I'm holding appointments. I'm selling product. I'm feeling so excited that springtime is here. Were y'all outside today? It was 73 degrees in South Carolina. It was so beautiful. And I just had this little buzz. It makes you want to work. And so you guys, the rest of the world feels that too. Do you know how many people were at the car wash today washing their cars when I drove by? Everybody was getting their oil changed. Everybody was out and about. They were feeling good. They were spending money. Okay, so don't think and don't underestimate the power of what products we have available for these women, because guess what? They want what you have. Mary Kay is the best kept secret in America. Believe that. Bite on to that, okay? All right, so let's recap your homework. Set your March profit goal with your envelope. Number 2, 8 interviews. Number 3, your grateful list. Number 4, you have to hold at least 1 party. Now, my preference for y'all is you have to hold at least 1 party, but you need to finish 8 faces this week, regardless. Your goal this week is 8 interviews and 8 faces, minimum. One of those needs to be a party. So if you do 1 party with 3 people, you still need to finish 5 other faces this week, okay? So 8 faces, 8 interviews this week. How can you find the people? Y'all, I ask people every day, hey, girl, I would love to let you try our Mary Kay products and give me your opinion of our skincare. Have you ever tried Mary Kay skincare? And then when they come in, I say, girl, today we're going to just do a flawless finish look. We're going to really focus on skincare. I'm going to get your foundation perfect, and we're going to do a touch of color. So we're going to actually schedule your color appointment for the next couple weeks, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. But today I really want to focus on making sure we have your flawless foundation. So I go through the Ultimate Miracle set. I do her liquid foundation, and then concealer, and then mineral powder with a brush on top. And so she is flawless. Her skin looks perfect. And I'm telling you, when my customers leave that first facial, they're like, this is awesome skincare. And they buy the skincare, they buy foundation. I book their color appointment just like the Pic Collage you just saw. And then she shares her color appointment with friends and family. So then that day, they get a flawless foundation look. They get a touch of color. She gets a full color appointment with the brush set. And guess what? All of her girlfriends book their own follow-ups. Okay, so that's how we're rolling, girls. All right, so I'm excited. I can't wait to hear back from y'all and see what's going on tonight. Remember, only 9:30 p.m. to midnight to share all your crows and what's happening out there, okay? And then tomorrow we'll be getting everybody off who's done with Pacesetters. So if you're still in, make sure that you've gotten all your homework sent in. and we'll be cleaning out those lists tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Have a great night. Love you lots. Let's close it up in prayer, and we're gonna have a great week. I'm really excited about what great things are going on in your businesses. Okay, so let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for the women who have fought the good fight, and they have stayed the course, and they have just done what they were called to do this week. And Lord, even though that they've been sick and they've had craziness going on, they have still fought through to finish. And Father, I just pray supernatural blessing over them. Lord, I just pray today that you would bless their efforts and multiply their efforts, multiply what they're doing, Father. But may we remember that you're blessing the work of our hand, that we must continue to do the good works, and we must continue to do what you have called us to do so that we can be a blessing to other people. Father, be with us this week. Bring us back safely to the call next week. Be with our families while we're away and we're working to have a better life for our children, our husbands, and our own future. Father, bless us, Lord, this week so that we can bless your name. In Jesus' name, amen. You guys have a great, powerful week.